My name is Rahul Sharma from Chicago, a Vedic practitioner for the last 34 years. For more detail about my background and credibility, please check a different recording which I will provide at the end of the presentation or towards the comment section where you can look into that. On today's series of Vedic Framework of Personal, Professional, and Business Success, I will be taking excerpts from the book Karamkan Bhaskar Gayatri Mahavigyan, which has three parts, and Bharatiya Sanskriti ka Adharbhut Tattva by Pandit Shriram Sharma Acharya, who is my Gurudev. And today, on my ninth video series of Vedic Framework, I'll be talking more about the Gayatri Mata, one of the most famous Gayatri mantra, which has been chanted since beginning. What does it really mean? And how can we learn quickly or teach our children quickly about the Gayatri Mantra, its true meaning, and how we can apply in our daily life. So Gayatri, as you see, it being depicted into a beautiful picture. I'm going to talk about that. That Gayatri Mata, when you see, the one word if you want to teach to your children is equal to the righteous thought or positive thought. That's the simplest one. Yes, you can teach them the mantra Om Bhurva Swaha Tasya Vatruvaranim Bhargo Devasya Dhimhi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat, but if they don't understand the mantra, it has no value. So let them understand the meaning first, that Gayatri means you're seeking for the righteous thought and positive thoughts, and that was the prayer for the wisdom of discriminating power of good or bad. If we get that thing in life, we will control everything in our life by our actions and the results. So that's why this is one simple word of the Gayatri Mantra meaning. Now in the picture, as you see, you will see there are four different major parts of the picture which we need to understand. The very first component, as you see, the Gayatri is sitting on a lotus flower. Now if you know about lotus flower, it normally blemish on mud, which is itself is dirty. Nobody want to step in on the mud, but lotus as a flower always keep itself above the mud and is always clean. There's no stain or no spot of mud on the lotus. So what are the lessons to learn from any god, goddess you see they are sitting on lotus? Everybody has the same meaning. Number one is we are in this sansar. Sansar is the world. Now world has all kind of people, good people, bad people, all kind of environment. We have bars, we have clubs, we have casinos, then we have temples, and we have schools, and we have colleges. Okay, we need to be like this lotus temple, living in our life in the world, but keeping ourselves as clean as this lotus temple, so that goddess Gayatri can sit on us. That's the meaning of the lotus. Now the second part what you're seeing in this picture is the beautiful bird swan. We call it Hans. And what we need to learn from Hans? Can Hans really teach us something for the personal success? If you understand the philosophy, why this has been picked up as a vehicle for goddess Gayatri, is Hans Buddhi means it can have a discrimination power between the milk and the water. And we need to seek for the same thing with God. Hey, give me the discrimination power so that I can only select the good and the positive thoughts which is good for me, my job, my business, my family, and my relationship. That's why we call it the Hans Buddhi. The other thing we need to understand is Hans has two wings. With the help of these two wings, the Hans fly to the highest altitude as compared to any other bird. Of course, eagle is also there. And what does this say? We need to have balance, and both the wings should be healthy. What happens in the world for making more money and more wealth? We work so hard in our job, our business, that sometimes we forget to pay attention to our spiritual life. We forget to go to temples. We forget to do the worships, and we don't pay attention to our health. And you may definitely make a lot of money, but what good the money is if your life is not good, if you're not healthy, if you are on medication, surgery, heart attacks, or if your relationship is not healthy, you're going through the divorce process, or relationship is not good. That's where the Hans represent us and teaches us to have a balance between both the life, the spiritual life and the materialistic life. In short, I tell people about the pom pom. Pom pom stands for peace of mind and plenty of mind. During Diwali also you must have seen Some people write Shubh Labh, some people write Labh Shubh. You should always start with the Shubh Labh. First, we need to have the welfare of yourself. The peace of the mind is important. So work on your spirituality and have some assigned time on weekends to go to the temple, visit temples, or listen to some gurus whom you really like to listen and learn about that. And then, of course, you work hard for your job, for promotions and business for your more income. That's the learning from the Hansa. The third part what you're seeing in this picture is the Vedas in hand. That's why we call Gayatri as a Vedmata, Vedmata, Vishwamata, goddess of, mother of all the Dev and Devita. In my previous video, I already explained Dev means only the person or the natural power who works relentlessly, selflessly for the benefit of the humankind. Those are the Devta. So Gayatri is considered to be the mother of all those Devta and the Vedmata. Now what does Ved really means? Of course, Ved are the 4 Vedas we talk about, the oldest scripture of the Hindu culture or Vedic culture. But Vedic in terms of one word is the knowledge. The knowledge what our spiritual scientists, we call them Rishi, has earned through their years of tapasya in Himalaya or other places and learn from the nature by observing the nature in isolation, in the high altitude, in the adverse weather condition. They observe every single insects, plants, vegetation, and they wrote down those experiences into this Vedas. So that means what we need to learn from here is, if we are looking for the blessing from Goddess Gayatri in our life and business, we need to continuously put efforts to learn about the God, about our trade skill, in whichever trade you are in the job market, whatever talent you have, you are a good singer, you are a good comedian, or whatever talent you have, the technology, if you are more from the technology part, and the art of living, how we need to live a happy, balanced life. That's what it is important from the Vedas. That's why it means Vedas. And then the fourth part is more about the beautiful picture of the young, beautiful girl. Now, the artist who have really made this picture has not seen any god by himself, but based on the vision, based on the understanding, they made this thing. Now, what does it mean? When you see this Gayatri Mata's picture or any other Durga Mata, Lakshmi Mata, whomsoever picture you see, what kind of emotions and feelings you normally get? You get respect towards the picture, right? You treat them like a Mata. You consider them, they are going to bless you just like your mother take care of you. The Gayatri Mata is going to take care of us. So just like by having just a simple twist in our mindset, when we go to the temple, we see the statue, or when we see this kind of picture in our temple place or puja place, we are always having a good feeling, good vibrations about these pictures. Same thing in the real life, when you come across with the opposite sex in your workplace or in your neighborhood or wherever you go. If you are a married person, you should always be diverting your lust towards the opposite sex as a Mata. You always visualize this thing, it is Gayatri Mata. Every human being has God and goddesses in them. That's what the meaning of this Gayatri Mata picture is. Now there are other things which I would recommend, continuous chanting of Gayatri Mantra. Why we say Gayatri Mantra is a Maha Mantra? What benefit it has given to me? I have chanted more than millions of Gayatri Mantra since 1989, but continuous chanting of Gayatri Mantra with this true meaning in mind, that I need the righteous thought. It will change your subconscious mind to seek for the righteous or the positive thoughts. Positive thought will lead you to the wise decision about your life. That will going to lead you to the right action, and that is going to lead you to the positive results, and that's how you will be happy in the life. That's the simple secret of guys' happiness. If you do the right thing, you get the right result, you will always be happy. Now, some of the books which I really read a couple of years ago in USA, I will recommend all of you to understand the power of Gayatri Mantra equivalent to positive thoughts, is How to Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And the second book is The Power of Positive Thinking, the 10 traits of maximum strength by Norman Vincent Peale. I know the name is a little bit cut off in the slide. I'm going to put that again into my comment section. Now the action item, as we are going to coming to the closer, what we need to do, find a way so that you can continuously chant Gayatri Mantra as often as possible to control your intake of thoughts. If you can remember the Sanskrit mantra, perfectly fine. If not, at least ask for the righteous thought. Okay, God illuminated my intellect who can lead us to righteous path. That's the first thing you always do. Be around good association. Be like a lotus, away from all the distraction in the world available next to you. Uh, be part of the good association, and work hard towards your materialistic wealth, but not at the cost of your health and the family. Do a work-life balance like a swan wings, and have a peace of mind and plenty of money kind of attitude. Like Vedas, you continue to put efforts, invest your time in buying some books and reading the books, not only about religion, but also about your current job and your current business, which can help you really become really successful. And enjoy talking to you again. I just want to make sure that you all be a Vedic practitioner for personal, professional, and business success. Learn, adopt, and practice the secret of success. Stay successful and happy, and help others, making this world a heaven. With this, thank you everyone. Rahul Sharma signing off from Chicago. Don't forget to watch my next video. Thank you everyone.